My name is Glenn.brodnex. I'm an independent associate with LegalShield. That's my topic of the day, LegalShield. Listen, I got this deal here now. Just bear with me. Now listen, I'm very specific and detailed about it because I love the idea that when I ran across the business opportunity, not only did I get a good service, I got a good deal. Now I'm in business with them. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's unique that you see this. It's because the way the company has provided the information to any and every associate, independent person that's in business with them on how the operation work when it comes to business as a partner with them. And I'm going to tell you, it just got me so overwhelmed. Not only did the service impress me, but after I got through talking to the guy that signed me up and got his contract through me, he actually went ahead and took the time and allowed me to see the business, because I asked him, I said, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and get this service part for the family, but I'm curious about how that business work. I hear a lot about it and there's some good points I hear about it, and I'm just wanting to see it. I was blown away, man, I tell you. And now this is an invite so you can see it through me. You will understand 100% of why LegalShield is a necessity in everybody's life. This is an invite, so if you get a chance, send me a message. I'll show it to you. It's free. Any kind of person you run into, if she was on an airplane, if you was at a restaurant, if you was in a business atmosphere, if you was in anywhere and everywhere out there that people are doing whatever they do, this market fits their situation.
A few years ago, I woke up to an alarm clock, put on a suit and tie, drove through morning traffic, and joined a group of other people who, like me, wish they didn't have to spend the next 9 hours of their day together. I did what it took to pay the bills. And maybe you can relate to this, but for me, something was missing. I wasn't living life to the fullest. It seemed like I was just going through the motions and looking forward to the weekends. So knowing that if I wanted something in my life to change, I needed to change things in my life, I went on a search for something better. I wanted something that was fun, where I knew my efforts would be valued and I wasn't just a line on a spreadsheet. I wanted mentorship from people who cared about my future and not another manager. It had to be something where I could put my priorities first and not another situation where I was left begging somebody to allow me to attend an important family function. I wanted my freedom back. And finally, I wanted to truly make a difference while I made a living. I wanted a noble mission to get behind, because to me, if you're not helping to make the world a better place, then what's the point, you know? Well, long story short, I found what I was looking for. And I want to share with you what I landed on. And here's the deal. Not everyone's going to be as excited as you'll clearly see my colleagues and I are. And that's okay. What's important is that you hear us out. Because what I found is a big deal. And this video won't be the last time you hear about it.
There's never been a greater opportunity in my life that I've seen to this point, and this is absolutely my future.
They're changing the way people look at entrepreneurism. Now the playing field is level.
LegalShield is a great opportunity because it allows you to have success as long as you're willing to put in the work.
To say that my life is different than it was just 2 months ago is really an understatement.
Think of us as the Netflix of legal services. Netflix didn't change watching a movie on Friday night. They just made the process a lot easier.
What do you do in the middle of the night, you're sleeping, but police are banging on your door and it's 4 in the morning? Maybe even detaining you, right? Because that's what happened to me. I was able to push a button, get my attorney on the line with LegalShield. Even though I was out of state for work, he told me what my rights were, what to say, what not to say to the police. And not only that, I was able to pass the phone off and clear up a situation that had nothing to do with me. That's peace of mind that you can't put a price on.
I had an issue with a major airline, And instead of going through the hassle of contacting customer service, I went directly to my law firm. Within a couple of days, my issue was completely resolved.
LegalShield is doing amazing things. They're creating a cultural and economic renaissance. Cultural because they're changing the way people access the justice system.
All right, so while injustice is definitely one of the worst crimes that we face in North America today, one of the fastest growing crimes is actually identity theft. Think about how many times people get new cards sent to them in the mail, or their Facebook's been hacked, and we get all sorts of crazy duplicate messages in our inbox, or the scam emails, or annoying phone calls from robots. It's one of those things that it's like we think only happens to other people until it happens to us. But just like we all lock our doors and have security systems on our home, nowadays the people who are breaking into our house are chilling on a couch eating popcorn on a laptop. So we created an app for this modern day issue as well. See, with this app, ID Shield, your identity is monitored from virtually every angle, from your social security number, credit cards, passports, all the way to your social media accounts. Again, worry less, live more. We don't have time for this. That's why these apps are so crucial.
In this interconnected world, it's nice to know that ID Shield is monitoring my social media.
Now that I have ID Shield, my life is a lot less stressful knowing that if anything happens to my identity, if it's compromised, there's a full team of private investigators that will go to work to fix that issue.
Instead of being another person complaining about current circumstances, we can now be part of a real solution. But it gets even cooler. If the enemy that our membership combats is inequality and injustice, I'd say the enemy that our opportunity combats is debt and lack of fulfillment in the workforce. You know, around 70% of Americans report that they either hate their work or feel completely uninspired on their job. That's a number that we're not okay with accepting. Here's how we work instead. Become a member of LegalShield and ID Shield, use the apps on your phone, and see just how powerful our services really are. Then tell everyone about them. And whenever they do the same, we'll pay you. Since most people spend money to avoid commercials, we think it's wasteful to pour money into a broken system. Why not instead spend that same money on hardworking, well-deserving people like you and I instead? Uber does it. Refer their app and they'll give you money towards your next ride. It's the same concept.
Every time you refer one of our apps to someone who becomes a member, you get paid anywhere from $60 all the way up to over $280 depending on your level in the company. And you can go out and build a team, just like an insurance broker or a real estate broker. Anytime someone on your team goes out there and refers an app to somebody the same way you did, and that person becomes a member, they get paid and so do you.
Thank you for your time. This is an invite. Send me a message. I'll take you on a tour and you make your decision. That's how it works. I'm just there to share with you. Have a great day.